get into this shirt I got on Shein. Hey girl, hey, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Mallory. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Happy Tuesday. So y'all, we are in the beauty room. You can see a light back there. Yeah, it's a work in progress in here, okay? Wig ain't been laid, nothing, child. Nothing. So we are in here. I got some hazelnut coffee. Isn't this the cutest cup? I'm like obsessed with like amber looking colors. I've had this for like 3 years. Just love this. It comes with a carafe. Y'all, it's gorgeous. So we are in, like I said, the beauty room, and I'm just want to put on a little makeup for the day. I am really and truly unsure what I'm gonna do today. I have several things that I want to do, but I want to make sure that the things that I do fulfill me and I feel like I get something done, okay? So I don't know, I just really want to feel my best today, and I just want to do something with my face first. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about a few things while I do my makeup. Like I said, y'all, it's a really weird look in this room because if y'all see me keep looking down, I'm looking at birds. It's birds right outside my window, and they're just flying around. It's like 9 in the morning, and they're just flying around looking so cute. So cute. Yeah, so I'm up here talking to y'all and being a total bird watcher. So, anywho, trying to get me a mirror, y'all. A mirror that's, clean. I'm looking at this palette. I just want to show y'all this. This is cute. I might use this today. This is the Sunset Chic palette from Colored Rain. If I'm not mistaken, Colored Rain is now defunct. I don't think they're a company anymore, which is totally sad because they had beautiful products. But anywho, so I should tell you guys what I'm using. I guess this is the NYX or NYX. No, it's not. This is Urban Decay Brow Blade. One of my favorites, you guys. This one is in the color Dark Drapes, and it has a pencil on one side and like a liquid liner on the other side. I'm saying liner, but it's a liquid applicator, kind of like a marker on the other side. I need to get some more colors. I need to get a lighter color for when I have lighter hair, but I typically use MAC Strut eyebrow pencil for that. So yeah, I'm kind of not hurting there, but because I love this so much, I just really want to try something else besides Strut. So anyway, I'm just filling in brows, y'all. I ain't really nothing too crazy. These birds are so beautiful. Anywho, what was I saying? Yeah, I have a few things I want to get done. So last week, what I had going on was, what was it the week prior? I don't know, y'all. I've been recording a lot of videos, and in true procrastination Mallory fashion, I have just not been uploading. And so that's one of my goals this week, is to actually upload videos. I don't know what order, I don't know what it's gonna say, I just need to upload. My goal, my dream is to become very active on YouTube, and like I used to back in the day. I mean, you guys could rely on me with the videos. Now, of course, most of them were hauls, especially MAC hauls, because at the time I was a MAC girl. And then it became more scents on my Instagram and makeup. But at the heart of what I always wanted to do was inspire others and just really touch people online like I do in person, you know? And I know that is an anointing placed upon me, and I want to spread that as much as I can. And I know this is gonna take work, and I am so afraid. I'm trying to see what my friend was saying. I'm so afraid, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I let fear, you know, just paralyze me for too many years. But anyway, we here, right? We here. So I'm trying to do that. So I want to take a lot of time to do that. I need to do my daughter's hair. It was time for a touch up for her. And then it's a few projects that I want to kind of add to, I guess the word would be. So in my last shorts, I kind of did like a what I have been doing kind of video, and that video basically showed a boop of what I was doing in the gym. And we've completely finished the painting, with the exception of the hole that's in there that we cut, but still the painting is finished. And then we added an accent wallpaper on top of the overhang that's in there. And then we did the beginning of a panel wall, which is wallpaper, not the real paneling, up under there. And then I have a plan to extend the paneling down the wall. And then we added lighting. I'm still a little about the lighting though. It's like I said, I did a 3D or AI rendering of it, and I actually changed it probably a month ago because that side of the room wasn't coming together like I wanted it to. Like, for instance, I have to put a photo right here so you guys can see, but the TV was on the left side. For whatever reason, I just really wanted a corner mounted TV. And then I got an armoire for extra storage, and I put that on the right side. Well, as I kept looking at it and trying to figure out what background I'm gonna do, the stuff I wanted to add, it just would not come together. So y'all, I ain't gonna even front, and I'm definitely not gonna gatekeep. I asked ChatGPT. I feel like this is one of the good things that AI is for. I asked Chat, like I said, I'm usually very good at designing, but for whatever reason, I am not satisfied with this wall. I don't understand why this wall looks so terrible. This is exactly what I said to it. And Chat was like, well, it's because your wall is broken up. There's no cohesiveness, and that's what you're looking for. And I'm like, seriously? So it said to move my TV to the middle, and that just like frightened me. I was like, it frightened me because I just really didn't want that TV to be centered. I don't know why. I don't know. I think at some point in my life, I saw a gym with a corner mounted TV, and that was my dream. That's what I wanted. I also wanted a corner mounted fan. Like, girl, what is you doing with? I told Chat, I said, show me. So it was like, upload a photo. So I uploaded a photo. I already uploaded a photo, and so I uploaded the photo, and gosh, there's a big old bird. Sorry, y'all. So it was like, upload a photo. So I uploaded a photo. Obviously, that's how I knew that things was discombobulated, you know. And I was like, okay, well, show me. So y'all, they moved the TV to the middle of the wall, which frightened me. And then on top of that, they made my armoire look more built in, which I was gonna do anyway because I didn't want that area to look like I just set something up there. I wanted it to look completed. I wanted it to look intentional. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like, well, you know, we wall mounted that TV, y'all. We are masters at wall mounting TVs. At this point, we're masters. So wall mounting TV is no big deal. However, it's not our favorite thing to do. And so I was laying in the bed. Me and my husband, we was just relaxing or whatever. And I said, hey, you love me, right? Because I'm sitting here like, I had this whole plan and I've been obsessing over it. And I'm about to tell him I want to move it. And what's so funny is he was the one that said that he thinks the TV should be in the middle of the room. And I was like, nah, I don't want it. I want it in the corner. Let me do what I want to do. And he was like, all right, babe. And so I'm about to be like, oh, sir, I guess you were right. So I said, you love me, right? He was like, what is it? And I was like, well, I was thinking about moving the TV to the middle of the wall. I was like, don't be mad. And he was like, mm-hmm. And so basically, I think it was last week, we moved the TV to the middle of the wall. And so we moved the TV and it looks good. Then we, of course, added all the other stuff and it looks great, but I just don't know if I like the lights. I just don't know. What was I saying? Sorry, y'all. I'm almost 40. We went in there last week. We did all that or whatever. And I bought the lights. I bought these puck lights because I did the puck lights in my AI rendering and I love the puck lights. But I got these puck lights and they're battery operated or whatever. And they have a remote or whatever. But when you put them up, first of all, they're not perfectly spaced, but the spacing works out. However, you know, you got the little puck part, and in the puck you can actually push the button too. It's white and I just don't know if I liked it. I just don't know. So I don't know about that, y'all, but I keep going in there and looking at it. It's growing on me, but I do have a solution. If I wind up not being able to stand the way that it looks, what I'll do is, if I want to keep the puck lights, what I'll do is put like a skirting there so you can't really see them per se that much, and then you'll still be able to see the lighting. So I have a solution if it just gets to be an eyesore for me. So I do have a plan. So anyway, part of what I want to do today is to go in there and just look at it and just decide what I want to do next. Like, what's my next plan of attack? So what I just put under my brows, you guys, is a foundation. This is the Moisture SPF foundation. This is from MAC, and this one is in the shade NW35. It's doggone near my exact color. Do they make that anymore? I don't know. And then the primer that I'm gonna put on is the Natural Radiance from MAC. Y'all, if you have not tried this primer, you're missing out. It has shea butter in it. I don't normally put it on my eyes, but anyway, I just did. But it is a very soothing, creamy primer. And I absolutely love it. They make a yellow version and a pink version. I had the pink for a while. It's really good. When I worked at the counter, I typically use that one on really light skin, warmer girls or white girls. But this one right here, to me, just works so much better for more melanated skin. And this one is called Radiant Yellow. I absolutely love it for my skin. I love it. So anyway, that's another goal of mine, is to start using face primers. I never would put any type of complexion product on my face without priming my face first. And I, sure, over the years, child, I just started putting stuff directly on my face. Like, girl, what's wrong with you? So anyway, I'm putting that foundation up under here. It actually looks too light in this video, but she has been in the sun. So we're just gonna put this up under there. Under my eyeballs. Now when I look in this mirror, it looks perfect. It's crazy how stuff come up on camera, but I swear right here it looks right. Doggone camera, but this is a phone camera, so it looks a little different. Yeah. Oh, I missed a spot. So I'm using a different foundation around my lips, which, what is this? This is a Dior Nude Skin Glowing Makeup Sunscreen, number 41. I got two of these. One is too light, one is too dark. And I don't know which one this one is. And then I might just use this one. This one is NC44, which I think is too light. Let me see. I think this one is actually too light. Yeah, it looked too light right there. But everything looked too light on this camera. Let me see. Oh no, that is too light. Oh no, it ain't. Oh yeah, it is. It ain't this one. Yeah, child, this camera got me looking 5 different colors. Let me see about this Dior one. So, you see it's kind of oxidizing, but it looks like extremely pink up here and yellow down here, which is hilarious. So I'm going to use this pressed powder. This is MAC. What is it? It's dark. It's a mineralized foundation, actually. Mineralized loose foundation. I am doing the absolute most today. I need to go in there and do what I need to do and figure out what's the next plan of attack. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's next? What am I gonna do? And another thing that I'm really excited about is y'all, when I tell you, I'll be so glad when I start in this room, because I really need a vanity, because going through the makeup that's sitting up here is tearing me up. It's tearing me up. Trying to find something that works right now is tearing me up. It's tearing me up. I need a mid-tone shadow right here. MAC palette that I made. I'm gonna use this shade. I think this, what is this, Rule? It's not Rule. Saddle. I'm gonna use Saddle. You can't see that, but anyway, Saddle for my all over eyeshadow color. And I'm using a 217 brush from MAC. If you have not figured it out yet, MAC has my most favorite brushes. So I'm adding Saddle to the lid a bit more heavily. I really need a 224 brush though. And just kind of fanning it out as I go up. Can y'all see that? All right, there's a little orange shade in here. I have no idea what it is. Let's see what it is. Rule. Did I say Rule? That's funny. I'm gonna take Rule and kind of center it in the crease. We'll pick up more of this product. Yeah, so anywho, y'all, I'm gonna make it in this room eventually, but I'm gonna be honest. My friends are like, girl, just do what you need to do. But I just feel like this room is the least of my priorities. I know that sound like crazy, but I want to get the other areas of my house done. You know what I'm saying? I want to get my gym completed. I want to get my theater completed. The game room, that one actually will come after this room. However, I want to, get that area, starting to get that area more together. My office, the guest bedroom, the children's room, which they look great now, but it's so many things I want to do. So this will be one of the last rooms that I complete, to be quite honest, unless something happened, child. I cannot wait till I get in here, because I'm craving a place to sit down, do my makeup, and my AI rendering for this room is, yeah. So I'm gonna use this color right here called Sundown from the Color Rain palette. This one is the Sunset Chic. Again, I don't think they make this anymore, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. So you guys can get this shade. But however, if I would say a close shade that you can get to this, I believe that's still in rotation, is MAC Expensive Pink. It is more pink than this color, but it kind of gives that same shimmery, sun-kissed look. And if you guys have never tried Expensive Pink as a highlighter on your cheeks, when you do, make sure you come back to this video and thank me, because it is gorgeous. Now, are there other shades that's out there that's probably more similar to this? Yes, but do I know what they are? Absolutely not. I have no clue. I have been out of the makeup game for a long time. And what I mean by that is like out of the knowing the product launches and bringing it to you on YouTube, because they used to be me. And it used to be what I do, but it was mostly MAC though. But so with some things I know, you know, but I'm nowhere near tapped in like I used to be, and I'm trying to get back into that. So in other news, let's continue, because this particular video is about goal setting and the things that I want to do. So another thing that I really want to get done is my ensuite. So my ensuite, you guys saw, if you go back and watch that video where I'm saying like this is what I've been up to, and I talk about like things are coming together. That's my ensuite. I made it obvious in the video, and that room is like a sitting area for my master bedroom, for primary bedroom, or whatever you prefer to call it these days. And that room is absolutely beautiful. It is so beautiful. It is if I had to compare it as far as shapes are concerned, it looks like a huge gazebo. And it has a tray is not the word. It's not a tray ceiling. It is is it cathedral? I think it's a cathedral ceiling. I don't know, but it's really high ceiling, very beautiful architecture. It has floating molding up there, and what I mean by that is open molding, and it has a lighting, custom lighting system in it, which I'm gonna get replaced because I want it to be smart. It runs by a button, but I want to get something that's smart, that's integrated into my home a bit better. And so that, but it still works beautifully. We're absolutely in love with it. And so that room has been very important to me because the windows in that room are so big. Like, they're tall. There are three windows in the bay. And I think that's the only room that's a bay window that has three. I think all my other bays are four, but this one has three, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I had this dream, you guys, a lot of things come to me in my dreams or in my daydreams. I had this dream, me walking up to that window and looking outside of the window and seeing a bountiful flower garden. Now, with the way that I have it set up, I can't really just walk up to the window because there is a curved sectional. Because later on, I was like, I want a curved sectional. This room's going to be gorgeous. So I have a curved sectional that I got from Homery. It's probably been over a year now since I got it. And it's absolutely gorgeous. But I still have that dream to have a beautiful, bountiful flower garden outside of that window with hummingbird feeders, you name it. I just want it to be absolutely breathtaking and gorgeous. That's what I want to see when I go in that room and look out the window. But that's the outside. For the interior, I just really wanted, that looks really cute. I used this color right here. This kind of like a reddish color. It's called Nightfall in the crease. I'm going to put on a little eyeliner and some mascara and then some blush and stuff. I don't even know, do I have eyeliner down here? All right, you guys, so I got an eyeliner. This is the Duo Stroke from Nika K. From Absolute New York. This is by far one of my most favorite liquid liners ever. If I've repurchased something 5 or 6 and 7, 11, 50, 11, 100 times, I love it. So this is it right here. There's one end, which is typically the end that I use less, and then this is the end that I use the most. And it is an amazing liner. It's an amazing liner. And so I get it from a beauty supply store, and it was like not far from me, and I no longer really frequent beauty supply stores in person anymore. There's a lot to talk about and unpack with that. However, that one was a great beauty supply store, and I no longer live even in that state, so I have to find another place where I can get this eyeliner. I have like 4 tubes that I found when I was purging, and I remember purchasing more tubes because I was afraid that I was going to run out. And so when I found these, I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to be dried out. Child, they brand spanking new, still work. But I've actually started using a different eyeliner, and that eyeliner is from Urban Decay. It's so cute. It's like this pretty metallic purple color. It's ergonomic, has a really good part where you can grip on it. I love that liner. It has become a replacement for this one for sure. And I've already repurchased it twice. So this is the YSL Lash Clash mascara. I've talked about how I discovered this mascara by mistake, and I've loved it ever since. So Yves Saint Laurent and I with this mascara go together real bad. I love this mascara. It is just the bomb. There's a little part on my lap, on my eyeliner that don't look right, but we're going for progress, not perfection, okay? So anywho, back to what I was saying, y'all. This is really just kind of sit down video I just really wanted to do, and just see who watches it, child. But so I just really want to make some progress, as I just stated. I just really want to make some progress with my home. I got to where I wasn't doing much because I was going through some health issues, and I'm feeling so much better these days. Not perfect, but better. And honey, I've been going. We have been going, okay? And the enemy has been busy, but child, I rebuke that in the name of my good Lord and Savior, and I am just going to keep moving. And so with that being said, you guys, I did that ensuite. My husband helped me. We painted those walls. I got my color the exact way I wanted it. And I'm so obsessed with that color, and I low-key hate that I'm obsessed with it. I mean, obviously I was obsessed with it when I chose it. That color, oh my gosh, came out so good, and I want to put that color everywhere. I'm trying my best not to want this color all over the house because I don't want to repaint anything. And y'all, when we first got here, my husband was like, baby, you're not gonna lift a finger with painting. We did enough painting at our old home trying to sell it, and we're not gonna lift a finger. Somebody else gonna do all this. And child, when we got that quote for $26,000 without materials, I say, baby, ain't no greater motivation than to get a quote that much, that costs that much, knowing you can do it yourself. Ain't no greater motivation. So no greater incentive, you name it, ain't no greater. So what we have decided to do is whatever we can do ourselves, we will do. And then the parts of the house that we just simply, it's just too dangerous to try to do ourselves, too tall, we're gonna pay someone. And so already, like, I would say about 80% of the house is already painted. The basement is probably 90% painted. So as far as the first floor, the ensuite is, I would say, 90% done as far as paint, because I do need to go in there and touch up the baseboards and the book shelving. And when I use the paint sprayer on the bookshelf, I kind of got some on the ceiling. So I need to clean that up, but I wasn't done painting the ceiling anyway because I ran out of paint. So there's no big deal there. And that ceiling is tall, y'all. And we got like is it a 12-foot ladder? I don't know, child. We got a couple ladders and I've been using an extender. So it's been pretty doggone easy to do the ceiling. I actually was considering paying someone to paint it. And child was like, we got all these tools, let's use them. Okay, y'all, so y'all see them lashes? I don't think I need to say anything else. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? So let's do this, this blush. This is Milani. This is Coral Cove number 5. Beautiful, beautiful blush. Let me show you without the glare. Really, really pretty. I think this will mesh really well with this kind of orangey, sun-kissed, sunset kind of look I got going on. Child, when I was back in my makeup bag, what I would do is take a purple and go right up in there and then smudge it on the bottom line. But we ain't gonna do all that right now. But we're gonna get back in that bag. But anyway, we're gonna use this big ass brush right here. This one is from Bare Minerals. It just says Supreme Finisher. Is this a brush I would normally use for blush? Hell no. But it's the only one I got sitting right here. So we just gonna put that right here. Y'all see that color showing up? That's real pretty. Real pretty. I'm doing a big blush look. Do a little bit on the nose. Okay, and then we still gonna keep this big ass brush in my hand and we're gonna do a little bit of highlighter. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember that? Fenty, this is Trophy Wife. And I'm just gonna do a little bit on my cheek right there. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I put a little bit extra right there. For whatever reason, I had a 224 brush in here. What is this? A Tom Ford brush number 90. This would have been good to put my blush on. Why did I must have just started putting my brushes in here. What's this? A MAC 228. That would have been good for my concealer on my brow. But anyway, we got this brush, so I'm gonna use that to put some powder under my eyes. I don't have any of my makeup sponges down here. The way that everything is showing up on this camera is hilarious. It is looking, this color is not that bright in real life. It is not that bright in real life. I find it so funny that it showed up like that. So now that I've done that, you guys, the next thing I want to do is do something for the lips. I ain't gonna say I got a lot going on in the eyes, but I do have, you know, some pretty color or whatever. I don't really know what colors I have sitting here. I got this little thing right here that's full of, I put it up here a couple weeks ago when I purged, but it's full of lippies. So hopefully it's something in here that's really good. I'm gonna put on these earrings. These are clip-ons. Child, I just want to do something. I just want to do something instead of just looking, throw it away every day. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. So pretty. Anyway, so I got a couple places in the ensuite that I want to do this week. it probably won't take no more than an hour to an hour and 30 minutes because I need to go over the baseboards once more, over the crown molding once more, the trim around the, actually it might take a little longer than that. It may take like 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's me trying not to put a tight schedule on myself, because what'll happen is if I go over what I'm thinking, I'll get upset. So try not to do that to myself. So what I plan on doing is taking that time to do the aforementioned stuff, but then to go and make sure that the paint that is black that is on the molding is crisp with the paint that's on the wall. I don't want any kind of messed up stuff. And I did all that freehand, y'all. So, you know, the chances of you messing it up is higher than if you use painter's tape. But I have a very steady hand, so I actually do prefer to do some things freehand. But the way that stuff is in there, child, you got to be real skilled. So, anywho, I want to go in there and I want to do that. And what else do I want to do? I want to sit down and really do some manifestations and formulate a plan of what I really want to achieve and types of videos that I want to do. I don't know if I want to do this. This looks a little too washed out for what I got going on. This is Raw Revival from, who is this? L'Oreal? Who is this? Maybelline. Who is this? Maybelline. I think that's a little too. This one looks a little better. What is this? Barely Bronze. I need some with a little color. Yeah, I just really want to go and figure out some stuff. Like, what's my next plan of attack? What am I going to post? How am I going to post it? Because my goal, you guys, is to flip the rooms, and I'm having trouble with how I'm going to post it. Like, am I going to post it as I go? Because everything is kind of done a little by little, and the inspiration comes when I see something or doing research or something, or if I have an issue, I might have to change something. Like, it comes like that. So you just never quite know when the inspiration will come and what I'm going to do. So I don't do everything room at a time, and that honestly is better for my psyche. But it's working because I may just have to bounce around. My inspiration may just have to bounce around. And right now it's not bothering me. It's just once I complete something, I have to come back and regroup and like, okay, what am I going to do now? So I have trouble in terms of how I'm going to post that. Completing it is no issue in real life, but how am I going to post it? I'm going to post like, what am I doing today? You know, is this what I want it to look like? You know, do I just want to do my day-to-day, or do I just want to show this project? And then in the end, I do want to show everything the way that it went down and show the end result. So can I do both? Would you guys like to see both? Like, I don't know. So I'm going to take some time to try to figure that out. So this is, what is this? Rouge Voluptuous Shine. I don't know what shade this is. I think it's 123. This is another Yves Saint Laurent. I think this might be all right to put on. Let's see. It ain't giving me what I want. Let me put this to the side though, because I ain't gonna exclude you, girl. What's this? Oh, this may have been, I think that may be too cool. I ain't even used this, child. And I bought this like 2 years ago, maybe 3. Oh, girl, I think I bought this in 2023. I don't know. Sable Smoke, number 14. I gotta get back in the bag, honey. So I think I'm gonna do this YSL one. I just need to get a lip liner to roll with it, but this one is new too, like you can see. That's real pretty. I love these. If you guys have not tried a YSL lipstick, their Rouge Volupte or Volupte, however you say it, y'all, so moisturizing, so silky smooth, gorgeous. Okay, all right, so we're gonna do a lip liner. This is Nika K, and this one is in the shade Choco or Choco, C-H-O-C-O, and it's just a really pretty brown shade. Natural lip line girlies, where y'all at? But we just gonna do a little bit, just a little bit. Raise back, just a little bit. That's really pretty. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss over it. I'm gonna do a Lancome Juicy Tube. This one is in the shade Marshmallow Electro. That sounds cute. That's my new stripper name. Marshmallow Electro to the stage. Yep. This video was about to top off in an hour, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about my goals and the things that I'm actually working on, and that being a huge part of how I'm living my life and how I dreamt this part of my life being. And I got, this is June, July, August, September. I got three more months, close to 4 more months before I'm 40. And I want to lose 20 by 40. I want to lose 20 pounds. Now, if I do more than that, I'm cool with that. However, before I turn 40, I want to drop 20 pounds. Before I turn 40, I want to have a 1 in front of my weight and not a 2. Because right now I'm at 209. I've actually lost almost 20 pounds already. And I want to get back in that bag of weight loss, and for health, and just for my feeling, you know. And so that's my goal. I'm setting that today, and you guys will get some fitness content. That's one reason why I was so dead set on trying to get my gym workable, and also a place where I can feel comfortable walking into. Because if a space just makes me feel just really, really bad and dreadful, I won't go in it. I will not go in it. And then I start feeling bad because I'm wasting the space. And I've known it for years. I've known it pretty much my whole life. And knowing that about myself and how I operate, and just getting to know myself intimately, I cannot allow that to happen. Sometimes the situation is just what it is, and you just got to, one of the things, still do what you got to do in the midst of what's going on, or change it. And I chose to change it. And so I'm changing it. And I feel so good going into that room now. It's not 100% complete, nowhere near. However, I feel motivated and I feel clean when I go into that space. And is that an achievement in itself? Absolutely. Is it not done? Also true. However, I've made progress enough to be able to feel good in that room and to be proud of my space and what I've worked so hard for. So that is an achievement in itself, and I'm happy about that. So my goal is to continue that, and to sit down and plan what I'm gonna do when, because some things have to be planned, some things have to be purchased, and some things have to be repaired. Like if you guys look back on some videos back, we put a hole in a wall because we saw some condensation coming through it, and we was like, where was that coming from? So we put a hole in the wall to see what it was. And so that has to be repaired. And when that gets repaired, then that space will get painted as well. But is it a big deal right now? Not really. But that's one thing that needs to be done in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Crown molding has to be installed. My lighting has to be installed. My paneling has to be installed. There's a couple other things that have to be installed, but it's workable. It's workable. We moved the TV to the middle of the wall. I started telling y'all that earlier. My husband and I went in there last week and we put the TV in the middle of the wall, which put us through absolute hell. Hell, because it was a corner mount and we tried to use the corner mount on a flat wall. And all of a sudden, it started just getting all kind of wonky. So we've been trying to figure out what's causing it. So we might eventually trade out that bracket or the wall mount system into just a flat wall mount system. But right now it works. The TV works. I got a solution for the outlet that was on the wall that was keeping my armoire from being flush against the wall. I got a flush adapter to go in the outlet so it's flat. I can push it against the wall. I actually have more outlets that I can plug stuff in. I got my little smart device in there. I got a fridge in there temporarily. I think I talked to you guys about that. I had a little mini fridge I was using for skincare. I have 2 of them. And I put that one in there and I don't like the size. I don't like the look, so I'm gonna change it. But right now that's in there. And that's what we're gonna use, you know, until I find the perfect fridge. And, you know, all that stuff. I still got to get some greenery for the room, a big purchase for that room, and eventually we're going to trade out all of the workout gear. So, but right now it worked, child. It'll work. They work. So we're going to use them. And then there's plenty of room to do Zumbas, plenty of room to do some meditation in there because it is a place that I want to do some of my meditations. And as well as like right out here on the patio and on the balcony up there. And of course in my beauty room. So all those places, I want every place to be meditation ready. And so those are the plans for the gym. So as you can see, the 2 main places I'm working on is the gym and the ensuite. But once the paint is all been touched up in the ensuite, it's gonna be like some actual physical renovations being done in there, because as you can see in that video, you saw where we pulled all of the tile off of the fireplace that's in there. So that part has to be rebuilt and remodeled. Some electrical work has to be done. Some gas work has to be done because that's a gas fireplace. So some things have to be done before we can go to the next phase. And once that phase is done, the only thing that'll need to be done is the flooring. And hopefully that can be done immediately after we do the other stuff, or I don't know, but I want the flooring done. So, but all the furniture for the most part for that room is already purchased. So that everything else is really just structure. And so I need to figure out what's going to happen when, who's going to do what, you know, and when they're going to do it and how much it's going to cost. Shoot. And then tomorrow is Wednesday. I probably will start on my dining room. I have been in love with picture frame molding for years. I did not have it in my other home. I wanted it in my other home. I never got it in my other home. But I said, when we get a new home, we're gonna have picture frame molding. Well, I've gotten to where I like it, but I don't want it everywhere. And one place I knew I wanted to put it was in my dining room. And I was playing around with the AI rendering with my new love for wallpapers and accent walls. Actually, I've loved always wallpapers and accent walls. You can tell that in my old office. Before we took that down, I put a picture right here. But trying to embrace the new peel and stick, because it was hell with the other place because it was not peel and stick, and you know, trying to get it off or whatever. So playing with some AI renderings, and I realized I don't really want picture frame molding in there. I want something else. And so there is chair rail molding in there, which it was going to be, you know, the perfect setup to have some wainscoting at the bottom, chair rail, not chair rail, but picture frame molding at the top. And it was going to be great, right? Well, with that, I was like, well, I can't keep the chair rail molding up here. And I actually was playing with that idea a long time ago. We had some water damage in that room, and the insurance company, we had a company to come out and fix it and all that stuff. And when they were fixing the area around the windows, I was like, look, don't put that molding back, because it was pieces of molding in between the windows. That's another bay window in that room. And I was like, don't put that molding back. But y'all, they were Hispanic. They didn't speak English that well, and for whatever reason it didn't translate to the contractor. It just didn't translate. It just didn't go down the pipeline, so they put it back. And while I admire that they put it back because they wanted to put it the way they knew that that was not what I wanted. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just do the molding. But now I know for sure I'm not going to do the molding, so the molding is going to come off. So maybe tomorrow my husband and I will go in there and take off the chair rail molding so I can start the process of getting that room together. That room is probably 80% painted, and the paint shade did not come out the way that it was supposed to, because I did not paint the wall white first or prime the wall first. And so now I'm going to do like I did in the ensuite and give a white coating first and use this paint, and it's gonna come out. I just cannot wait. I just cannot wait. It's gonna be so pretty. Ooh, child. And I'm probably gonna work out around 5. I'm saying probably, not as in probably gonna work out. I'm talking about the time. And that's one thing I need to start doing too, is setting a time. Not just saying this is what I wanna do, but setting the time is this is when I'm gonna do it. This is when it's gonna be done. Okay, so I want to smell bright and cheery and fun and fruity today. Last night when I got out of the shower, I put on, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, right there. That is one of my favorite scents ever. It's from Nest Fragrances, and it is a fragrance oil actually, and it's Indian jasmine. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I bought the biggest candle they make in that scent. But anyway, it smells so good. I know when I love a fragrance, when I don't mind smelling like it, and I also don't mind my house smelling like it. Just when you know I love a fragrance. So anyway, I'm gonna wear something, like I said, just really bright, airy, fresh, slightly fruity. And ooh, I love this scent. Oh, this is Beau, House of Beau, Casablanca. Oh, that's so good, but it's a little too rich for what I'm looking for today. I want something a bit more airy. That fragrance is like the ultimate sexy. Okay. Okay. I turned to a whole other girl with that on. Let's see. Let's do this Guerlain Aqua Allegoria. This one is Mandarin Basilic. I'm going to do this one, and I'm also going to put on, uh-oh. Try not to break stuff. I got it in this basket. This basket full of fragrances. Oh, this would have been a good fragrance to wear. I actually have a few videos actually where I came in this room and went through some of these fragrances, because this is the room that I'm going to store majority, and I mean like 99.9% of my fragrances, on both sides of the walls beside my to-be vanity, because right now it's just these Alex drawers that's up here. So I got a video where I came in here and I went through some of my nail stuff from the days of old, and we just had us a good time going through the nail stuff. And I brought my perfumes in here, and we went through some of the perfumes that I have. So this one is a Valentino. I think this one is called Coral something. Coral. Let me see if the presbyopia ain't got me. It just say Valentino Beauty Perfume on the bottom. Valentino, stop putting the name of your perfumes on these things, please. Cause you got all these Born in Roma ones. You got a green one, you got a purple one now. What's the name it is? It's Coral something, I believe. But yeah, this is the Coral one. And that's sexy, it's fruity. And then I'm gonna citrus it up with this Guerlain Mandarin Basilic because it's very orangey. Oh, yes, honey, girl, it's all on my legs. Look like I done took a shower. This smells so good. Ooh, this smells so good. I don't know why I gravitated toward orange stuff, which is really weird because my makeup is kind of orangey. Somehow, some way I'm gravitating toward orange today. And it's crazy because the eyeshadow is called Sunset. It's really weird. Oh, this smells so good. That combo is good. Ooh, it almost smells like peaches. But anywho, I'm gonna log off now and stop running my mouth, but I just wanted to tell you guys what's on my mind and just kind of tell you my goals surrounding YouTube. Sometimes it's discouraging because you have a goal and you really just want to achieve it and touch as many people, and it's just not happening. But I do know that everything has a season, everything has its time, and in order for me to meet a goal, I got to continue to pursue it. And so I know where, I fall short. So if there's anything you guys want to see from me, just let me know. If there are any tips and tricks, constructive criticism, let me know. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. So we are going to end this video here. Thank you guys for joining me. Leave some comments below. Let's talk some things out. What do you think I should do? What are some designs? What are your favorite rooms? I would love to hear about it. I can talk happy homes, beautiful gardens all day, okay? So with that being said, I love you guys and I will see you on the next video. Bye.